Hey, what's up? I'm Solid Peter. Today I'm trying to do my first ever shoe review. So if it sucks, it's my first time, so go easy on me. Adidas Special, or how exactly is the name? Garmin Special. This is the Noel Gallager signature edition, or endorsed by. So yeah, a couple reasons why I really wanted to get this shoe. Huge Oasis fan, and obviously a huge Adidas fan. And I picked up the first Garmin Special a couple weeks ago, and actually really liked it. So this is just too perfect for me. I don't know a ton about the Special line, except that it's definitely a lifestyle. There's no real sport theory to it. It's not like there's no performance aspect to it. There's some clothing that went around with it. They've been doing it for a few seasons. This season it was kind of a Jamaican or reggae inspired look. There's some, I guess, dance hall guy, I think his name is Chronix, it's been in all the ads. But anyway, I just thought the line was super cool, and I loved the tobacco colored ones. I don't know if that's what the official name was, but that's kind of the color that they are. And so yeah, when I saw these, just had to get them, and actually I ordered them from a store in Manchester, and then they came today, and it was super rainy and crummy outside, so it actually couldn't have been more perfect. So let's get into it. This is the box right here. She's got definitely that 70s vibe with that text there. This box got destroyed in the mail because I just threw it in a bag and didn't overbox it, but whatever, I don't really care about that so much. But yeah, blue box. Kind of, other than that, it's like your typical Adidas Originals box. Opening up the shoe inside, packing slip there. The tissue paper has the Noel Gallager endorsed by logo on it. There's his face. From what I understand, he did one other shoe a couple years ago. That one was super limited, like 300 pairs or something like that. And that was much more like a, kind of your standard Adidas trainer. The inspiration for these is actually from a shoe in his personal collection. He's a huge Adidas collector, or was at one point. And it's called, I think it was the Adidas Brisbane, and it's more of a boot, like a leather boot. And also kind of the story behind the name Garwin. I guess there's some territory near Manchester, somewhere in northwest England, that's actually called Darwin. And there's a bunch of guys that have a certain kind of aesthetic to the way they dress. I guess the joke is that they're all named Gary, and so this is kind of a mix of that Darwin area crossed with Gary and Garwin. So here's the shoe itself. Like I said, obviously not a performance shoe, purely a lifestyle shoe. The lining kind of sucks. Let's see if I can fix that here. Yeah, so this is better. So you can see it's got a super blue leather on top. It's got, let's get that focus, come on. There's his face, endorsed by Noel Gallager. I think it's kind of funny that it says endorsed. It's like they just gave him money to put his name on here and he did it, which I think that's basically how I described how the shoe came about. So you have the blue leather here. It's got a little Adidas tab right here by the eyelets. Let's get that focus. We got that. I think this is kind of a cool pattern here, kind of along the mud guard of the outsole. But yeah, super blue all the way through. Tumbled leather up here. What else is noteworthy? It's got, this is the tread pattern. I think this is pretty typical of Adidas Special. I think the insole is kind of cool. So it's obviously got that Adidas Special right there. I didn't even take the paper out of this yet, but I don't know if you can see this, but if you get way far back there, it's got kind of more Adidas Special branding in there. So it kind of adds to that, 70s vibe. So yeah, this is a new model, but it definitely looks like something that could have come out, I don't know, sometime in the early to mid 70s. It's got the trefoil there on the outsole, white stitching there. In terms of the quality of the materials, I'm not an expert on leather, but it seems pretty soft, pretty good to me. So yeah, it's actually a pretty simple shoe. I've worn the brown ones a lot. I'll get those. I like these because they kind of split the difference between a sneaker and something like a little more dressy. And again, people online were kind of roasting these shoes because they thought they looked like geography teacher shoes. But I think that's kind of the point. I kind of think that there's like a line between cool and grandpa, where if you can be right on the line, I think it's awesome. And yeah, you can maybe steer a little bit too far toward the grandpa side, but I think these are like right on that line in the coolest way. So yeah, I'm super happy with them. I was really excited about these. They sold out pretty much everywhere instantly, though I did manage to copy these manually. I didn't have to use a bot or anything like that. But again, I got them from a site that's not super well known for this stuff. Yeah, the shipping was super fast for them, so that was cool. I ordered the ship from the UK, left on a Thursday, and I got them today on a Monday in the States. So can't argue with that. I think the resale on these right now is not that crazy. I think so. The retail is about 120-ish, and I think that the resale is going for about 300. So you could still get them for nothing that crazy in the grand scheme of things. I think that they released stateside on adidas.com already. That would have been probably last Tuesday or Wednesday. Today's Monday. So if you want to, resale's the only game in town, but I think it's worth it. And I'd say too, they also fit true to size. In terms of comfort from wearing the other ones, obviously it's not going to be as good as the Boost, and there's no prime knit on there, but for an all leather shoe with just like a rubber outsole, I think it's pretty good. One thing that was kind of weird when I first put them on is it felt like there was like a ramp almost, like you were like walking uphill a little bit because of some slope in the toe box, but I think that went away after wearing them for about a day. But yeah, I think it's a sick shoe all around. I can't recommend it enough, and I'm actually really excited about all the stuff that's coming in the Spezial range, and I'm kind of feeling like an idiot for not paying attention to it before. And just real quick, because I have them here, I did get one Spezial shoe last summer, and I think it's an awesome shoe too. It's one of my top 10 of the year last year. It is the Spezial Prime Knit. So what I like about this, you can't tell how cool it is when it's not on foot. But yeah, all Prime Knit upper, so super comfy, really flexible sole, a different outsole pattern than the other one. But what I like about this is like, I think one of the cool things that Adidas does better than anybody else right now. It takes an older model, adds a new technology, it makes it look modern and classic at the same time. I don't think anybody else does that. Some people just keep releasing the same stuff over and over and over again. I think you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the shoe is super comfy. It's an awesome summer shoe, and actually these laces don't even need to be there because it's all Prime Knit, and it's got that little thing on the heel tab, which I think is cool. I don't know if you can see it. But again, it just adds a little modern to it. But anyway, huge fan of the whole Spezial range, and I'm going to try to get all the apparel eventually. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to what they're doing, and hopefully I can cop more.